Magda Kilani report, and now our guest. Oh, here she is. Oh, here she is.
Hello.
Hello, welcome, Mandy Boylett. Oh, wow, that's a great song. No, no, no.
Yes. Yes, no, no, no.
Yes, no, no, no. Yes, no. Where did you get the idea from?
Well, I've been thinking of doing another song for a while now, but I need to feel inspired. I need to feel passionately about something. And I felt passionately that we should be saying no.
To the money.
To the money, to the, what, 45 billion pounds, 50 billion euros? No, no, no. I mean, that's what Margaret Thatcher would have said. And that's what I've said too. And the song, well, there's lots of no's in the song, really. So it was
So it's actually it's a positive no. It's no means yes. And that's why we have the handbag. What about this handbag?
This is the handbag. It's got the Union Jack on because I'm passionately patriotic.
Well, you can see that.
And it also symbolises what Margaret Thatcher would have done. She'd have hit them with her handbag.
She would handbag them.
She would handbag them. She would say, no, no, no. And this is in honour of her, although she never had a dog-shaped handbag, admittedly.
Well, I know, but so her handbag was worse than her bite. Her handbag was a bite.
I think a bit of both. I would have been, if she'd have come at me with her handbag, I would have been scared.
Well, she once actually hit me with a rolled magazine, but it's a different story. Because I said something unpatriotic. But for our viewers, the whole concept of we laugh at our politicians.
Yes.
And we use the music and the song. And what about the props? What do you prefer? You do the visual and the sound and music.
Yes, I do. I like to look patriotic. I like to look the part. I want it to be fun. I don't want to offend anybody, but I want to get a message across. And I think that the message I want to get across is reflecting what a lot of people think at the moment. We want to leave the EU. We don't want to pay them loads of money for a free trade deal that they're the net beneficiaries of because they have more exports to the UK.
There's a very interesting cartoon here in the Telegraph, which more or less saying the same thing as The Guardian, which is actually a left-wing newspaper. So you've got the right and left. The cartoon says the people who want to leave the EU and the people who want to stay in the EU, they are united now. Yes. Oh, we can't pay.
Well, that's quite right. I mean, there isn't a magic money tree.
Yeah.
The Conservatives have said that many, many times. The NHS is crying out for money. Education could do with more money. Why would we pay such a huge sum to the EU?
Because although you actually do the comedy and you do performance, you come actually from central England, so
yes.
Out of London, out of the rich areas.
Yes, I'm from up north, and you know, from up north, I'm actually from Yorkshire, and what we say in Yorkshire is, you know, how much?
Yeah, with the sort of Yorkshire, so our viewers know that's where the Yorkshire and Lancashire. I don't want to start all over again, but both of them started the Industrial Revolution and the wealth of England.
They did, yes.
So your song is to keep our wealth?
It's to keep our wealth in the United Kingdom where it belongs.
And we say to them no.
We say to them no, yes.
Good point to take actually a break here, and then we'll come to you after the break. Stay with us. ناخذ استراحة قصيرة نعود بعدها إليكم. And now back to our guest. Thank you for staying with us.
Thank you.
Here's the quid I flipped for the intro.
Hey, I'll come again.
What do you think for the royal wedding? And see the
I think it's lovely. I mean, they love each other so much, and it's just such a nice fairy story, and everybody can enjoy it. Some good news for a change.
Well, what would your mum think of it?
My mum? She would have loved it as well.
Really? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Well, I don't know. My mother actually hated the Americans because Wallis Simpson made the king.
I mean, this is going back a long time now. I mean, now you've got 3 out of 4 of the Queen's children are divorced.
Yes,
so,
that's true. Yeah.
You know, they're happy. People get divorced these days. It's not ideal, but it's really not the issue that it was in the days of Wallis Simpson.
This Telegraph, and I think the Times as well, here, found the friend, the young lady, American, who actually got them on a blind date.
Wow. What did she say to it? Did she say to Meghan? Did she say, well, actually, I'm going to introduce you. He's a real prince.
Okay.
And he was a real prince.
I know. She said she didn't know much about him. Have you gone on a blind date?
I went on a blind date once when I was 15.
Did it work?
No, it wasn't a good idea.
Really?
No, I didn't really like him, and he ended up going out with my friend. And
Oh my God.
Even though I didn't like him, I was a bit
What a rota.
annoyed. Yeah, I know. And my friend as well.
Well,
But, you know,
did she stay, remain your friend?
I fell out with her briefly, but, you know, at that age,
I
boys
know,
come
I
and
know,
go,
yeah,
and I
yeah,
didn't
yes,
really
of
like
course.
him anyway, so...
But, you know, it's funny, actually, because some of our viewers in the conservative countries, actually, they still have that blind date. It's actually part of the tradition.
Yes.
But it's becoming now, well, I suppose the only traditional part of that royal engagement is the blind date.
Yes, I suppose in many ways. I
Being
mean,
introduced.
I think if you're introduced to somebody suitable, it's a help. It's better than going out to a bar on a Friday night and seeing what turns up. You know, if somebody had made a good introduction for me, I would have been all for it, but they didn't, so I had to take potluck.
Well, I think when you have quite a few substances to drink and the light is dim, and you might miss someone, and then you might regret it later in life. But anyway, let's go back actually to the whole this new change in society now. They say they're going to have a simple wedding in Windsor Castle. Now the newspapers say, oh, you can't have that. What do you think?
I don't think it will be a simple wedding in Windsor Castle. I think the nation is very fond of Harry.
Yeah.
He's fun, he's genuine, and I think we want to celebrate the wedding with them, and I think it needs to be a big wedding at Westminster Abbey or St Paul's.
And all the pomp, yeah?
With all the pomp and ceremony. She needs to wear a big fairy tale dress.
Oh, brilliant.
I mean, you shouldn't interfere in other people's weddings, and I don't wish to, but I think they ought to have a really big wedding.
Are you going to write a song about the wedding?
Probably not. I'm more inspired by political issues, really.
You mean we cannot really make fun of them because we love them so
No.
much?
We love them. I'd really like to poke fun, and I never know what I'm going to write a song about next. It's just when something takes me and I feel passionately about it, and then the song arrives. It's not something that I plan. It just kind of happens.
Maybe we can have a song about blind dates. And
Maybe somebody could introduce me to a prince. I shouldn't say that, actually. I already have my Prince Charming at home.
Oh, I hope he's watching.
I hope
Well,
so,
here we
I
have,
hope
you see, new bigger present for Christmas. Well, if the old man is watching, yeah, here we go there. All right, Mandy, thank you very much. Actually, you have
you.
enlightened the show, and you must actually come again when you are inspired by a song.
I will. I would love to. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, thank you. That's all what we have, and we see you next week. هذا كل ما عندنا هذا الأسبوع. نشوفكم الأسبوع الجاي. ما تنسوش تتابعونا على التويتر @Adel Darwish وعلى الفيسبوك من لندن. إلى اللقاء.